Welcome back to my top 100 games of the decade, but before we begin, here's a fact from the decade. Avengers Endgame is now the highest grossing movie of all time, overtaking James Cameron's Avatar record of $2.79 billion. Super Mario Maker 2, a game where you can create any level imaginable, good or bad. They're mostly bad. With the ability to switch between different themes and gameplay styles, you have a lot of freedom to make a level more unique. The game is essentially the first Mario Maker, but better, with new enemies, the moon gimmick, Mario 3D World's playstyle, and slopes! Along with much, much more. Nintendo have really made this an exemplary experience. In fact, they've recently updated the game for free, which adds Link from the Legend of Zelda series as a power, giving him his own unique playstyle, which is genuinely amazing. Thank you, Nintendo. I've dabbled in ROM hacking and also making my own levels in Mario Maker. I think I have some alright ideas, I'm just terrible at executing them, which is fair because I'm not a developer. But you might be. Get the game and show me what you've got. Disclaimer, I will not be getting around to playing your level as I am a busy man and your level is but one in a sea of a billion in this game already. Rayman Legends is one of the greatest 2D platformers ever. I absolutely adore this game. I adore the art style, the gameplay, the music levels, the immense difficulty that shows up every so often, the time trial stages, the reuse of Origins levels. So going back to my unwritten rule, I didn't include Rayman Origins in this list because I personally think Legends is better, and it also includes a lot of Origins levels in Legends as a bonus, which is pretty amazing. I also adore its online mode, even though it nearly drove me insane. So there's a leveling up system which requires awesomeness points. The online mode has a daily and weekly randomly generated stage and gimmick, and also an extreme version alongside it. It's only a set of stages that have randomly generated challenges, but they could ask something different, like collect a certain amount of lums in the quickest time, get to the 200-meter goal in the quickest time, or my personal favourite, get as far as you can. You screw up, you die, and however far you got, that's your score. You can try these as many times as you like whilst they're active, and depending on how well you do, depends on yourself as well as others. Bronze gets you 1 awesomeness point, silver 5, gold 10, and diamond 50. To get diamond, you'd think you'd have to get a pretty good score, but it's actually a lot harder than that. It's not a target, it's a percentage. Something like the top 1%, maybe even less, get diamond. And since there's now only gods who play the game, getting in that 1% is a nightmare. A nightmare I played for 3 months. To get the Platinum Trophy on PS4, one of the trophies wants the max awesomeness level, which is 6,000 points. And when you're only earning 10 points at a time, that is not a quick task. I grinded this out for way too long. But despite all of this, I still bloody love the game and fully recommend it. Just maybe don't go for the Platinum unless you are a literal god. Pokemon Sword and Shield is one of my favourite Pokemon games, and instantly I've divided the room. Dexit is somehow more divisive than Brexit. Who the fuck thought that was gonna happen? Right, first off, it's not as easy as everyone claims to import Pokemon, and for Dynamax to work, they would need to reanimate all of them in a higher resolution. And if I'm wrong in saying that, I don't care. It's just a game, and the game's fun. Secondly, the new Pokemon are really, really good. As in, I don't dislike a single one good. This is the most fun I've had with a Pokemon game in years. Sun and Moon are slow to get through. It lost so much of its flair, whereas this game felt fresh, fun, and not actually being spoiled for the Pokemon was exciting. I never knew what I would encounter next, and that was a genuine joy that I rarely feel when playing Pokemon. Usually I stick to my team of 6 and never use another Pokemon, or try another playthrough, because it doesn't really interest me. This time I wanted to use over 20 Pokemon. I was spoiled for choice with how good they were. The region itself was also fantastic. Part of it may have been the excitement I got out of the British references, but I found it beautiful to explore, with routes that felt organic and concise instead of created. Not to mention all the characters having genuinely great personalities. Alright, let me talk about Hau and Hop for a second. Hau is so happy-go-lucky, even if a gun was pointed to his head, he'd be like, oh man, this is a great time! But Hop has his low days and learns from them, and I respect him. Good for you, Hop. I'd be remiss if I didn't at least talk about the soundtrack. It uses bagpipes and it doesn't sound like a tragedy. That's a massive win. Also, the gym theme. This game was just a great time to play. And maybe I am a Wooloo for following the series. But I'd rather be a Wooloo than a Garboda. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, share the video around. Also on Twitch, Twitter and Patreon if you would like to support me and the channel. Thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot. Tell me, what's been some of your favourite games of the decade? I would love to know. But I'm going to keep producing these and it's going to be amazing, and I'm looking forward to telling you my top 10. So thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.